Hello people thinking at how's I doing. So first of all, I just want to say to everybody, this is very difficult, this lockdown. This is very hard on your mental health. I'm sure everybody agrees with me, this is very difficult. Especially when you're cooped up inside in this nice weather in this country at the moment. It's very difficult. And I say to people first of all, don't be afraid to go out for a bit of exercise because exercise is very good for your mental health. Um, don't be afraid to do that. That's a good tip for me. Second of all, I'm saying to people, don't be afraid to talk about any problems that you're having. Don't be afraid to express your feelings because people have afraid sometimes to express their feelings. I know even myself when I was struggling with mental health problems back a few years ago, and still to this day, I still find it hard. But I get the courage to talk about what I'm experiencing and what I'm feeling, and talk to is great medicine, and laughter too is great medicine. So you can only sort out a problem if you talk about it. And I'm saying to people, please do talk about it. Either to your friends, either to your family, or to Hate a House, So Sad, The Samaritans. I will leave two numbers there down below for So Sad and The Samaritans. And if you do want to talk to them, please do. It's a free phone line, so please do that. Or if you want to contact me about talk to me about anything, don't be afraid either. I'm always here. I'm always here for everybody, and I always want to be here for everybody. I want to help anybody as much as I can. So I'm just saying to people, don't be afraid. Simple as that, don't be afraid. It might sound stupid in your head talking about it, but it's not stupid. Everybody has to talk. That's how we communicate. So please don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, and simple as that, because talk is great medicine. And getting it off your chest is even better. Let me tell you, like when I first talked about the problems I've experienced with my mental health, I thought it was stupid. I thought it was stupid inside my head. And when you get it off your chest, it's like a weight. It's like a new chapter. Because you feel free. You feel like your mind's empty, and which is a great feeling because I never felt like when I talked about everything that was happening with me. I never felt better, if that makes any sense. So first of all, I do want to address something else too. So I know with the leaving cert, it's very very difficult. I know even 2 or 3 young people who have dyslexic and some of them are two of them are autism, and they are very worried about the junior cert. First of all, there's two ones I might just want to address. So first of all, they have a helper that weeds out the paper, which I think is great that they have it. But they are worried about being in the room with another person beside them because they're not going to be 100 feet away. They have to weed it out to them beside the paper. Which I don't know, maybe they might find some way of working that out. But I say that's probably going to be the way, or either they're going to go over and weed them out from a different page. But I don't know. It's up to the department to do something with that. But hopefully they do find a way of doing it. Hopefully they don't just cancel it and leave them people that struggle on their own. Hopefully they don't do that. And to people who are doing the leaving cert, sorry, my tongue twisted. I know loads of leaving certs are finding it very difficult at the moment. I know even one YouTuber from Cavan that goes to my college, Connor Smith. He has a YouTube channel, and he's doing great work. I'm watching his YouTube channel. He's been on loads of radio stations, and he's been on Northern Sound. He's been on iRadio, putting pressure on the Minister for Education, Joe McHughes, to address the leaving cert, not to stand around looking into a hole about it. Which is what the Department of Education is doing. They're just looking into a hole and looking into a magic 8 ball and trying to find out when they're going to have it. And he's won the grade system, the automatic grade system, in other words. And I just want to commend that he's talking about, in his latest video, he's talking about the stress of the leaving cert and how to, how he's studying, how the stress is, how he's coping with the stress, and how many people can't cope with the stress. Because, the leaving cert is not, because the leaving cert to some people is very important because they want to get the right grades to go on to college. And I say to people, I always keep saying this. I know some people might say, why do you think so little of the leaving cert? Why do I think so little of the leaving cert? To me, it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't. 2 weeks in the exam, it doesn't show who you are. It's your personality. It's your community spirit. Different things like that. A piece of paper. A piece of paper's not. And that's the way I look at it. When I done my junior cert, I thought it was the be all be in first year. I thought it was the be all and end all. It's not the be all and end all. There's loads of things you can. There's a piece of paper. You can always do another piece of paper. And what I mean by that, you can always do something else that is more beneficial than the leaving cert or junior cert. And I'm saying to people, don't worry about it. I'm saying to Leaving Cert students, don't worry about it. Do your best. It is very hard. They're going to be very generous this year. The people marking out papers, I'm sure they will be very generous because they know the stress people are under, know the stress Leaving Certs especially under. And I say to people doing the Leaving Cert, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that if you need to take a break, or don't be afraid to talk. Even do 1 hour study a day. Don't be busting yourself to do 6-7 hours. I know one case down in Galway, a young student doing 6 hours studying for Leaving. So that you actually just killing yourself doing that. That's too much, too much pressure put on your brain without a break. That's that's too much. 1 hour a day at most, 30 minutes a day. And I tell you for a fact, when I do my Leaving Cert next year, won't be hoping me even doing 10 minutes of study. Because that's how little I take of it. That's how little I take of the problem of education and what's it. Because if you do well, you do well, and if you do well, fair play to you. But if you don't do well, I have in other words, I don't want to gloat a bit, but what my personality, my opinion, my personality and my skills in community development, community work placements and community developments and community activism, it's more important than a piece of paper, and that's what I deem important in my opinion, in my personal opinion, my personal life, I suppose. So I'm just saying that I know some people do find it stressful, and I understand why. I can understand if you put loads of effort into it, and you go to school, you do like LCA Leaving Cert Applied, you have it's marked on your attendance, it's marked on your projects in school. I know that's very hard when you're doing all that projects and you get your marks and you want to have full marks, and it's hard, it's difficult. But I'm saying to people not to worry. Simple as that. That's the word. Not to worry. Not to be upset. These are very uncertain times. These are very dark times. In other words, there's a lot of things happening in this country at the moment. And I'm saying to people, don't be afraid to talk. That's in the grand scheme thing. This is the one thing I want to get into people's heads. Don't be afraid to talk. Simple as that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like I could talk all day and all night about my problems when I was younger, and even to this day. And I'm still not afraid. I talk about it public. I really. I would speak about it publicly if anybody wants me to speak. I've done videos about speaking about it before, but anybody feels like, especially this time, to what comfortability. I'm not afraid to talk about my problems with mental health. I'm not afraid to talk about things that happen to me. And I'm saying to people, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk. It might sound stupid that in your head, and at that moment of time, it might sound stupid when you're talking to somebody else about it. But when you get it off your chest, it's like a weight's taken off your shoulder. And first of all, I just want to say another thing. I leave Conor's channel down in the description, and please check him out. And show him some support. As I said, he's at Leaving Cert this year in Breffni College, my college. And he's doing great work. He put great pressure on the Minister for Education, and I put great pressure on the Minister for Education. But he's too afraid of me. He's really afraid of me. Because he was the secretary guy under me before. When I put pressure on them, I put on mighty pressure on them. I even threatened to go up to them, but that's how they moved very quickly. But anyway, but I'm just saying to people, think about your health. Don't worry about the exam. I say to people Leaving Cert too. Your health is your wealth. Simple as. Try and relax. I know it's hard to say, like people be saying it's hard to relax. But please go out for a walk. Go out for a small walk. Go out for a run even. Relax. Treat yourself. Relax. Don't be cooked up in the house. Because your health's your wealth, and the simple as that. And try and do something that you like. If it's reading a book, please read a book. If it's playing video games, please play video games as much as you want. Take your mind off the current situation. But I'm saying to people, the first thing is, don't be afraid to, don't hide yourself away from the world, in other words. Talk to people, talk to your friends, check up on your friends, check up on the girl. I have to say, I couldn't help myself. But yeah, check up on the girlfriend, check up on the boyfriend, whatever suits. But do check up on your friends. I do check up on my friends very regularly. They'll probably get fed up on me, that's the thing. Because I'm checking up on them every Thursday. Same time every week, checking up on them, seeing what's the crack. And every Friday too sometimes, the people who are missing the Thursday, ring them on a Friday. And they're probably getting fed up on me ringing them. But still, I'm checking up on them, I'm talking to them and seeing how they're doing. That's the main thing, because they're happy to see that, I do care, and I want to see them well and happy. And do that. I'm encouraging people to do that, and to see how people are coping and see how people are doing. Because the one thing I took for granted when I was depressed and when I was upset and I had struggled with mental health, I took for granted people saying, "Are you okay? Are you feeling okay?" At that moment in time, you might just say, "I'm feeling okay. I don't need your help." But when you look at it now, and when I looked at it a few years afterwards, that meant a lot to me. That people did care, and I could see that people cared. And that's something that I just encourage people to say to people: "Are you feeling okay?" And there's another thing I just want to say, which is going around a lot, and instead I said it a lot. It's okay not to feel okay, and it is okay not to feel okay. We all have to help each other during this dark time, and we all need to work together. And I'm saying to people, don't be afraid to ring these two numbers down below. Don't be afraid to contact me. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody about your problems or about what you're experiencing. Don't be afraid. I'm here. So sad, Cams, everybody's here for you. We all want the best for everybody. And we're all going to help each other out to get there in the end. So thank you. And please be safe. And please be mindful of what I said. And please be safe and be careful out there. Thank you.